Hey guys, so here's a response to Andrew Huang's video he just uploaded called How to Write Music, and he went over some of his experiences on formal schooling with it. And for me, as a YouTuber slash musician, where most of my audience, I think, or a good amount of my audience are musicians, and I also was a music teacher for a little over 2 years. I taught guitar. I get the how do you write songs question a whole lot, and it's really one that's almost impossible to answer. There isn't just a quick formula. Like, you just take the low E string and you divide it by 4 and add the amount of pickups you have, and bam, you got the formula for a good song. But I wanted to add my 2 cents on this too as well, because I think I have a little bit to share, at least with how I used to explain it to my students. And I think the easiest response to how do you write songs for me, it's a bit of a silly one, and it's just throw a bunch of spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. And so you just throw a bunch of ideas, that most of which aren't going to work out, and then you find the ones that do, and then you build from there. And then, very much like Andrew said, which he really brought forward a lot, which is important, is it takes a lot of time, and you need to spend tons of time doing it until you start to create things that are what you're looking for. And I feel in my personal music career, if you would call what I do a music career, all my best works, I feel like some of my best works, were never things that I set out to write. I didn't sit down with my guitar and think, alright, I'm going to write a song right now, let's go, where do I start? Let me get out my formula of how to write songs and do it. It usually comes about from just, I'm noodling on the guitar, more noodles, it's all about noodles. Noodling on a guitar just to pass the time, and then I stumble upon something that I really like, maybe a small riff or a tuning. I know I use this one a lot, and then I take that one out of all this spaghetti I just threw at the wall while noodling. Those few really stuck and I really enjoyed, and then I would take whatever that is, the tuning, the riff, and build from there with the same mentality of, okay, if I have this tuning, I will then try a billion little licks on it and find the few that I really like, and now I have a tuning I want to use with a few licks, and then same process for the next thing, and you just continue on and continue on, and after a very long process, you have a full song. And then from there you can apply that same mentality to the other instruments. At least that's how I feel I write, and that's how I would explain it to my students, is that you just got to keep doing it, like Andrew said, and really don't be afraid of trying things out that aren't going to work, because the majority of them aren't, and then you take the small amount that do, and then build from that. Kind of like a snowball effect. You have, little snowball running down a hill, snow on it, continues to get bigger and bigger, until before you know it, it's like, wow, how did I create this? So that's my 2 cents on that matter, and you guys have a phenomenal day and go play guitar.